And howdy do, hey there, this is the Beer Whisperer still hanging out in beautiful Bardstown, Kentucky. The weather couldn't have been better since we've been here. We had some rain on and off a couple of days, but not enough to matter. That's just, low 80s, absolutely beautiful out here. Hey, I'm doing a kind of a recap video, and I got together with Jon Sherron and his wife, Lori, and their friend Charles Lewis. Uh, went up to Louisville area, then into the new Albanian Brewing Company. But anyway, they took me to a liquor store where I could find some Olympia. Now, I know craft beer nerds, this isn't a great beer, but this is the beer I grew up with. This is what my dad drank. And when I see it, I like to pick it up every now and again, just because. It's not everywhere. But here, also what I want to show you is this. I found this Ham's glass at a flea market. I came back and washed it up so I could use it. I thought it was just a cool little glass. So, pour a little bit in this here. Oh, I foamed the hell out of that. You see that there? Damn, Tom. So, hey, let me kind of got my thing messed up here. Hold on, bear with me, folks. Love it when I'm professional. There we go. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Okay, so a recap. Here's what we did. We actually went into Louisville a little early yesterday because we want to do some shopping. So we kind of goofed around. I found a couple liquor bars, and we went to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, and wow, I found all sorts of beer that I cannot get back home. I won't tell you about all of it right now because, quite frankly, I can't remember. But I did find a 6 pack of Zombie Dust in Louisville that I did bring. I'm going to take it home, and I did buy a bomber of the Dreadnought at one of the liquor bars. At New Albanian, they still had some Tricentennial left, so I bought 2 bottles of that. And they've got this great uh, Belgian blonde called Naughty Girl, and I had a glass of yesterday while they took me to the New Albanian Brewing Company. And so I picked up a bomber of that and also a bomber of the Electra Red because it is just gorgeous. Oh, it was nice. We had a pizza there that was, oh my gosh, I mean, woo. It was like tractor wheel big. This thing was a monster, and it was. They call it a refrigerator pizza. It's a thin crust, but it's shaped like a deep dish, and it's just loaded with stuff. Toppings. Well, I guess they're not toppings because what they do is they put the crust down, and then a little sauce, and then they put the stuff. They just throw stuff in there. It's like it's this thick, and then top the cheese on top, and just brown the heck out of it. It is one of the best pizzas I've ever had. It was absolutely gorgeous. And it also got an appetizer. Charles recommended an appetizer called beer queso, I think they called it. It's your beer cheese, and it has some sriracha in it and stuff. And wow, it was freaking amazing, man. It was just an incredible experience. Stopped by John's house first before we went out there, and he had a flat 12 half cycle. He asked him on the beer. He said, "Sure," and he hands me a half cycle. Oh my gosh. I'd have been happy with any beer, but he hands me one of the best beers on the planet. So it was an awesome experience. I also found today. I don't have them to show you here. We were at another flea market where I found old style goblets of. I got 2 Old Bush, one Budweiser, and one Pabst Blue Ribbon in the old style. I believe they're probably a 10-ounce pour goblet. So that's what most of them were back in the day, was a 10-ounce pour. But I'll measure when I get home. But the glass is not. Stay with me, people. Mm. Wow. There are times when a beer like this, and this is one of those times, just absolutely tastes fantastic. Now, this isn't a craft beer. Let me show it to you. It's kind of it's not as pale as you might imagine, but it's rather pale. And I don't believe that this is the same beer that my dad drank in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's a shame that a lot of these old beers, like Olympia and some of these old brands, are really only living in name only. It's a shame that they're not made to the original recipes. But and the recollection that people have of them, or what people think of them now, isn't what they were back then. And I think that that's kind of a disconnect. You know, a lot of people drink these beers saying, "Oh, it's terrible. How'd they ever drink these?" But what our parents drank in the 50s, 60s, and 70s isn't what's being manufactured today. I think that truth gets overlooked sometimes. Oh, but you know what? I mean, like, it's 82 degrees. I just got back. You know, we did some shopping, just kind of moved around, no schedule, just finally being able to relax. And it's been beautiful being up here. We're still hoping to, you know, the Pellicaz banquet's tomorrow, so we don't know. I want to go. It's just so hard right now. I just don't think it's going to happen. But it has been nice to be up here. Kentucky's been absolutely beautiful. The hospitality's been incredible. The place we rented was fantastic. Everything's just been incredible. And I got to meet up with Jon Sherron and Charles and John's wife, and it was just freaking amazing. Oh. So yeah, there you go. There's my recap video. How about that? I'll be back.